Well, there's just this whatever that seems to be happening, waiting, happening, thinking, happening, the room, happening, sitting on the chair, happening, watching, happening. It's already just this. Also, expressing as somebody who's trying to know this, who's not getting it, who's getting closer, who's wondering, who's happy, feeling sad. It's all just this. There's no separation. There's already nobody to find this. There's already nobody to have knowledge about what's just happening. Even when it seems as if there's somebody who thinks that it's going to get any knowledge, that's just what's happening. There's already no doer of anything here. Yet what seems to be the doer is just what's happening. Yeah. There's no real doer who can find anything, who can become anything, or who can dissolve. There's nothing to dissolve. There's nothing to find. There's simply this. And this can never really be pointed at because there's no separation. There's already nothing outside of this to point to this. There's just this. Even that which may seem to be asking a question, even that which may seem to be giving an answer, is just already what is. Just this. There's no separation. There's really nothing to grasp. There's really nothing to find. There's really nothing to be done. There's really nowhere to get to. There's simply this, just this. This is already wordless, yet it may appear as words. It can never really be described. Yet what seems to be a description may really appear in it as it already. So words can never really describe what this is. Words are just concepts. Yet are this too, because everything is this already. No matter what shape or form it may appear to be. There's really no escaping what is, just this. You can say this is nothing, this is everything. It doesn't really matter, because everything is this. Itself as it is already wordless. So it doesn't mind the words, because the words are already it. Words themselves can never really touch this, can never really change this. Anything may be spoken here. It may arise to say, this is nothing, this is everything. There is no human being. There are no human beings. There are human beings. There is no separation. There is separation. It doesn't really matter. Words can never really touch this. This is already what it is, with or without words. And this isn't trying to convince anybody. There's just talking happening and listening happening, waiting happening, sound happening, snoring happening. There's nobody who is actually doing anything here. There's already no knower. There's already no finder. There's already no seer. There's already no doer. There's just this. It can never be described, sorry. Can never be known. Can never be understood. Can never be gotten. But cause is everything. It's already everything. There's no separation. There's no one doing what's just happening. This isn't a human being. This isn't a thing. There's really nowhere to get to. Yet getting somewhere is already this. Trying is already this. Not trying is already this. Thinking that something is going to be gained by listening to this message is already this. Appearing is that. Saying it's appearing or not appearing is just this. Smiling or not smiling is just what's happening. There's already no thinker who's thinking any thought. Even what seems to be the thinker is already thinking happening. So whatever that might seem to be happening right now is just this already. There's no doer. Even what seems to be the sense of being a doer, it's already everything. It's already this. The sense of being a doer doesn't belong to anyone. It's already this expressing as that. So there's no separation. Whether there is that sense of being a doer or no sense of being a doer is equally this. There's already no one to fall away here. There's already no one here to collapse already. So this is beautiful. That which seems to be looking for this can never really find this, because that's already it's just this. There's actually no one who's looking for this. There's just this already, appearing as somebody who's looking for this. So there's already no finder, and there's nothing to be found. There's just this. So if there are any questions, uh, feel free to unmute. Shoots. Well, just this can never be known. Can never be known because it's everything already. There's really nothing to know it. There's really nothing outside of it. So find it already. It is already not a thing that can be found. This is nothing. There's already no woman or man who's looking for this. There's just this. Even that sense of being separate from this is just already this expressing as that. The sense of separation itself is not personal, doesn't belong to anyone. You are not already. There's just this. Also appearing as somebody who's asking a question, who's giving an answer, who needs clarification, who thinks that it's getting somewhere, it's getting closer, or getting further away, or losing this. It's just already this expressing is that. There's no seeing. Or there's no seer. There's just seeing. And this seeing is empty. Same goes with thoughts. Thoughts are empty. There's no one behind any thought. There's no one behind any suggestion. There's no one behind any question. There's no one behind any answer. Everything is empty. Everything is this.
So is empty the same as this?
Yes, everything is this. Whether there's empty or full, it's just equally this. This is beyond any description. This is wordless. Yet it appears as words, like saying empty, empty, full. Like saying the weather, the kitchen, the mouse, anything. Forest is just this.
Okay, so are you saying that empty and full are the same? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is this.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was just going to say, I've been looking through old family photos of people who are no longer alive. And when I look at these photos, I'm thinking how when those photos were taken, the people were living here on the planet. But when I look at it now, back, and I look, and it's like a passing parade of empty appearances of people. But sort of there's a sense of emptiness about it, because they're here one day and gone the next, as I will be. So I don't know, it's just it's a funny feeling, but the emptiness of a photo, there can be I can see a fullness in it, because I can imagine, yeah, that person was here one day, they were having a picnic in the park. To me, that's full. But when I look at the photo of days gone by, it seems like it's just an empty empty movie in a way. Don't know.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, there's an emptiness about it that I'd never thought about until I've been listening to you, and yeah, I sort of see it from a different perspective from how it was, yeah, how I used to see it. So this emptiness, I enjoy that word emptiness. I enjoy thinking of things being empty.
Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, it's just this, whether it seems to be empty or seems to be full, it doesn't really matter. This as it is can never really be described, because it's everything. Even the description is everything. So
yeah, that's the wonder of it, that everything is this, or everything is it. That's the wonder to me. Just beautiful.
yeah, it is.
Because it's sort of it's rest for my weary soul. The weary soul that's been searching and searching for years and years. Yeah, and then it's rest. Everything is it. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no one who's searching. No one has ever done anything. No one is doing anything even right now. The thinking that I'm doing something is empty. It's just an empty appearance. It's just this expressing of that. Oh, I'm getting closer now. But right now, I can't really get what you're saying. It's just this expressing is that.
And it also appears to me to be quite strange that we can get upset about things not beyond our control. We think we're able to control our situation or our circumstances, and get frustrated when things apparently go wrong. But who controls our bodily functions? We have no control over our breath, or going to the toilet, like what's going on in our body. It's just doing its thing. We have no control over it, yet we think we have control over, whether I'm going to eat steak for lunch or something else. It's very weird that we think we have control when if you just look at the body, there's no control. It's doing its thing.
Yes. In the same way that no one is doing the heartbeats, so no one is doing the thinking as well. There's just thinking happening, the heartbeats happening.
Yeah.
The blood flowing through your veins happening.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah, it's not
even
personal.
the thinking,
Not,
yes.
yeah, it's not a
What,
personal
right.
thing. It's not connected to you. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just what's happening.
Mm.
It's just what's happening. Even the blinking, nobody's doing it. The thinking as well. Thinking happens. Heartbeats happens. Going to the loo happens. Anger happens. Getting closer. Not getting it. This is already impersonal.
Mm. But we're so conditioned and brought up to believe that it is personal and that we do have control.
Mm.
Mm.
But yeah, but that's also this.
Mm. Mm.
It's like the sense of separation just arises.
Even thinking that I'm fate, it's just what's happening. Nobody's doing it. I'm in the meeting. It just arises. It's empty. I'm watching. I'm waiting. I'm asking a question. It's empty. Nobody's doing it. I'm frustrated. I'm confused. No one there already. It's just this. Every movement, every question, every answer, every thinking, every sensation, wondering, pain in the chest, headache. It's just this. It belongs to me. It's also this. Wanting to get rid of it. It's just this already. Doing something about that, visiting a doctor to do a checkup is already this. Praying about it is already this. Doing meditation is already this. There is no escape. Reciting mantras. It's just this. Going to the ashram to meditate. It's just this. Reading the Bible, going to the church for Good Friday. It's just this expressing of that already.
And being thankful that I'm no longer tied into the Christian belief system and going to church on Good Friday is also this.
Yes. There's nothing outside of this. When there is a preacher preaching in the church and somebody saying, I don't like what this man is saying, it's just this. The preacher and the one who seems to say, I don't like what is being preached. This man is misleading people. It's already just this. There's no one doing anything here. No one saying anything, no one taking anything.
So the feeling of relief that I'm not tied into the Christian belief system that thought doesn't belong to me, and it's just this too.
Yeah, it's just an empty appearance. Just this. Doesn't mean anything. Just this. Even when it means something, it's already this.
Yeah.
Also, this. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Alice.
I'm just thinking now, just reflecting in my life that it used to be going to church on Easter Sunday meant something to me, and it used to be decorating my house. And now that I have means to do it all, I'm not interested in doing it. And so many things I'm not interested in anymore. I just don't have an interest anymore. And sometimes that seems kind of sad. But it's like everything is this. And I feel with that. And I sometimes do feel with that there's a tremendous joy and freedom. But I don't always feel that.
Yeah, It's beautiful. It's just already this. It's just this, expressing as that. You know, it's okay. It's not wrong or right.
Yeah, there's just freedom in sharing that, though. I noticed that a lightness occurred just by sharing it.
Beautiful. Good.
Thank
You might hear snoring here. It's 1:44 and people are sleeping. So
So we hear snoring, it's going to be you? Yeah. Mm.
Recently, I've been thinking about what Michael had to say about how, Michael, you would know how you said it best, about how you were so focused on finding, I don't know, peace or freedom, that you were prepared to let go of everything you had. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Because lately I've had this health, I tripped and fell and broke a bone in my neck, and it's been hugely disruptive in the story of faith. It's been hugely disruptive and very scary, and a number of other things went wrong, as well as not just the neck break, a whole lot of things. And I'm unable to drive my car anymore, so my independence has been severely restricted. I'm having a bit of trouble with my feet, so walking is a problem, can be a problem. And swimming, that I love to do, my most favourite hobby, whatever. Swimming I can't do, and driving a car I can't do. And it's like I haven't intentionally been focused, like Michael, you said you were, on things dropping away. I feel like things have been taken away from me, so that I'm focused more on this. And yeah, I haven't given them up. I think, Michael, you gave them up, but they've been taken away from me, and I don't know how I would have ever coped for the last few months getting through the physical medical problems that I've had if I didn't now I'm going to use the word believe, and you won't like that. If I didn't believe that everything is this, if I couldn't, like, in a sense, everything can be taken away, but this is so precious that it's still worth being alive. I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably noticing myself very well.
Faith,
Yeah, go
dear
on.
Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing dropped away. I didn't let go of anything. Nothing was held on to, nothing was let go of. Saying it's all this or saying nothing's this. It just was seen that it didn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There was no you to let go. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just the mattering, whatever's happening, the good, the bad, the ugly, the liking, the not liking, the feeling like you're getting closer, the feeling, I lost it. All of that. So it doesn't
Yeah.
matter, it's all this. So it doesn't, worrying is this, as is not
Mm.
worrying. Being happy is this, as much as being sad is this. So that's the no escape part. So feeling like your mobility is limited,
Mm.
you can't get around as well, and not liking that is totally understandable.
Yeah, but somehow this message that I love, or that rings a bell for me, has enabled me to just to keep on going where I might have wanted to end my life. Does that make any sense?
Well, this message, Faith, isn't saying anything. It's just saying there's just what's happening. That's it. So feeling frustrated or feeling like you want to end your life or feeling like there's hope, it's still just this, any way you slice it.
But if I wasn't exposed to this message, I would be a wreck.
That thought that if I wasn't exposed to this message, I would be a wreck is perfectly this.
Yeah, there's no one behind it. It's empty. There's nobody to lose life, and there's nobody to find life already. There's just this. Can call it life, God, everything, nothing, doesn't matter. It's already what it is. It's already nameless. It's already empty. It's not going anywhere.
So it's all empty, but when Faith shared what she shared, and I thank you so much for that, it over here, my heart opened from the share. Now we could say that that's also this. But somehow it seems more that she could say something over there, like a long way from here, and it could touch the heart here.
Yeah, but that's Dawn, because
Yeah.
it's not happening over there.
Over here, over there, where she's at.
There is
Say it.
no
Oh.
over there. It's all happening here. Everything's always here. It's not there. NKOSI's right there. We're all right here. It's not happening somewhere else. The voice, the sound, no matter who's speaking, it's always here.
So kind of what I'm getting is that in relation to the dialogue you had with Faith and what NKOSI is saying, it kind of struck me that everything is this, except that I would think that there's any opposition, like I'm a person and I'm imagining anything. There would be some imagined activity on my part that would make that not true.
I'm sorry. Could you go again, Alice?
It's okay. No, I was just really, it just kind of penetrated that when everything is this, as many times as I've heard it, that it's all this, except that if I think and I assert anything, and then there's kind of a, well, then I'm asserting myself like I'm an individual. And as long as I assert that, there can't be peace, but then again, so anything that comes up, it's just this, because it can't affect this.
Even asserting that it's not this is this.
It's this. Yes. Thank you for sharing, Faith. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate your dialogue with Michael on it. Something opened up for me. I appreciate it.
So it's beautiful. So beautiful.
Do you celebrate Easter, NKOSI?
No, it's just not at all.
You don't have that over there. Yeah, I didn't think you did.
No chocolate Easter eggs.
Sorry?
No chocolate Easter eggs.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I was just sitting, like, just a normal day. Just like any other day. Right. But, here, this, I'm not against anything, like,
No.
yeah, everything is just the way it is. So, yeah, beautiful.
Even your sleeping habits, huh?
I only sleep for 2 hours or 3 hours.
Is that all you seem to require?
Sorry, come again?
Is that all you seem to require?
Yeah, it's just happens. I don't try to do it. It just
Yeah.
happens. I sleep, then I wake up. Yeah. Only to find out that I slept for 2 hours or 3 hours.
Mhm. Nice.
Yeah.
For me, Jesus says, so I went to church this morning. I wasn't raised Christian at all. So I don't have to, not being raised Christian, you don't have to run away from it, which is the advantage of not being raised Christian. So I don't have a baggage that comes along with it. So I do go to church now and then. And for me today, it was like Jesus was teaching the non-dual. Jesus was in the resurrection. Is like, this is it. I mean, that's what I'm getting right now. Jesus, this is it. And so what do you think Jesus was saying, NKOSI? I
No one said anything. In the same way, right now, no one is asking that question. So that's what I can say. It's just this.
Isn't it, couldn't it be possibly, well, I guess what my experience is, in reading the words of Jesus, I just come up to think he's probably the greatest non-dual teacher that ever lived. But there again, it's tough to say that because anyway, that's just simply my experience.
It's
And I
beautiful.
appreciate
Beautiful. You can go ahead, Alice. You're still saying something.
it. That's
So
all. That's all.
okay.
Thank you. It's so nice to be with you all on Sunday, and you and NKOSI. I didn't really go anywhere today. I didn't find any value in it, so I've just been by myself all day long, which has been just totally fine. But it's really nice to meet with you all tonight.
Yeah, beautiful. You could say that what Jesus was, so to say, pointing to was just simply this right here.
Yes. Yes, beautiful. Yeah.
Am I the only one uh, who's experiencing Monday? Or is it me or Faith and Faith? Or it's no longer Sunday for me.
It's still Sunday here.
How about you, Faith? Are you Monday?
Yes, on Monday. I think it's nice that Casey and I can be ahead of the people in America, because normally America leads the way, and we're leading the way at the moment.
Yes, yeah. Beautiful. You're ahead of us by 9 whole hours.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, we can never catch up.
Beautiful.
And you're
Are
ahead
there
by
any
7 hours?
Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
And you're ahead by how many hours? In NKOSI?
Michael says it's
Uh,
9 hours.
From here, it's 9. For you, Alice, I think it's 7.
Right. I
Yeah,
thought you
it's
said it was 9 between you and Faith.
No,
No.
9.
No, between
yeah, it's
NKOSI.
2 a.m.
Yes.
Are there any last questions or comments before we close?
Yeah, I'm totally confused. If it's 2 a.m. your time and 7 p.m. my time, we should only be 5 hours difference. Anyway, that's irrelevant. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, I think maybe the changing of times, because here times don't change, they remain the same.
Yes.
Yeah, Sander lost an hour today in Sweden. So he told me they went an hour more. So they went from 8 to 9, which is convenient for me because now NKOSI and Sander are both 9 hours time difference.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I sure appreciate this 6 p.m. For me, it's 6 now. 7 is when, or 6 o'clock is when the session starts. And that seems to be so much easier than it was when you had it earlier.
Well, next week in Australia, we change our time, so you got to keep up with it, or you miss out. I have a wonderful app on my iPad, and it'll time buddy. It gets me on the right track. Yeah.
Yeah, I got that too. Thanks for sharing it. Wow.
It was lovely to meet with you, Kosi. It always is. It's a joy. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
Good night, everybody, and good morning.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.